Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today we are going to present constituent and syntax. First thing first, I would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Bella Pratama as the first speaker, and then
My name is Fani Rabani as the second speaker.
And my name is Dani Kusuma as a third speaker. And my name is Bambang Putra as the last speaker.
what is constituent? So constituent, it means identify the category of each word which is important, but it is not enough. So sometimes a constituent is just one word like a noun or a verb, but very often a constituent is more than one word working together. So for example, in that man likes that woman, in the sentence, that man is one constituent or a noun phrase, and then that woman is another constituent. So next. So why do we need constituents? If we only analyze sentence word by word, like determiner, noun, verb, determiner plus noun, it looks simple at first, but problems appear when we try to make longer phrases. For example, that old man with bottle of beer likes second-rate music by unknown bands. So this example is have a longer phrases. So if we describe this word by word, we need a new rule for every extra word or phrase that would mean infinite rules or impossible to learn. So to consider solve these problems, group words into larger chunks like NP, VP, etc. And then we only need a few general rules for this constituent. So next, we have how constituent works. For example, like there are three example how constituent works, which are noun phrase, verb phrase, and general rule. So we move to the first example, which is noun phrase. So noun phrase is consists noun, of course, and then in this example we use that man. So that man is consists that old man, that man with bottle of beer, and second-rate music by unknown bands, like previous example. And then this is all of this can be replaced by a pronoun like he, him, it. That proves they are one unit, not just randoms of words. And then the second is verb phrase. So we use the previous example also. We use that like that woman gave the book to her and then is running quickly. It is containing a verb. So verb phrase in these are all of verb phrase. And then the last is general rule. Instead of writing 25 rules for every variations, we just write like subject, like noun phrase plus verb phrase, and inside the verb phrase is verb phrase consists verb phrase plus verb plus NP or noun phrase. This is much simpler than the others. And then okay, we move to the next material, which is explained by Fani. Time is yours.
Okay, the next material is why constituents are important. The purpose is they explain how words combine into large units, and they make grammar rules simple and learnable, and they explain spatial structure like possessiveness. And the last is without constituent, syntax won't be messy and confusing. And the next is type test of constituent. The first is program test, means if a group of words can be replaced by a short word or like pronouns he, she, it, them, or phrases like do, so, and that, then that group is a constituent. For example, sentence the lady running the group handed in her resignation. Replace the lady running the group with she, and the sentence she handed in her resignation. definition is still correct because the level in the group is a constituent. And the next test is question test. If you can ask a WH question, who, what, when, where, why, and how, and the answer is that group of words, then it's a constituent. For example, sentence the lady handed in her resignation on Friday. Ask when did she hand it in, and the answer on Friday makes sense as a full answer. On Friday is a constituent because it can stand alone as an answer. And the next is movement test. If you can move a group of words to another position in the sentence and the sentence is still correct, then it's a constituent. For example, in the sentence, Egbert was reading a thick book on Sunday. Move on Sunday to the front. On Sunday, Egbert was reading a thick book. Still correct because on Sunday is a constituent. So that's all from me. Next material will be continued by my partner.
Yeah.
Okay, the next material is a clap test. Clap sentences are simply a way to add sentences or correct someone in English. The word clap literally means is divided because this sentence divided a piece of information into two parts to highlight one of them. The structure of this sentence is first one is it was, and then the constituent, that, or who, and which. For the example, in the sentence is the guest from overseas visited the best part of the city on Monday. After the applied clap test, it was on Monday that the guest visited the best part of the city. The next test is a pseudo clap test. This test also called the WH clap. Why this called is WH test? Because the first word in this sentence is always beginning with WH, like what, who, how, when, and then etc. So the goals of this test is to define or identify the first part of the sentence is all about putting the spotlight on the final answer. The success of this test is the first one is WH, like I said before. So the next one is a clause, and then is or was, and the last one is the constituent. For the example in the sentence is the guest from overseas visited the best part of the city on Monday. After I played the pseudo clap test, what the guest from the overseas visited on Monday was the best part of the city. So the next material will be continued by my partner.
Okay, so the next material is about coordination test. Definition is about coordination test is joining two words into phrase with word and or with word or, and then the rule is both parts must be constituent. And then how to test that words which replace or join with word and or. If sentence still makes sense, it is called constituent. For example, there are some sentences. I went to the post office to post letters, and we can make become constituent to add some sentence. I went to the post office to post a letter and did the shopping. Because there are word ends, it can be constituent. And then the second example, she spoke to a small number of the students interested in the subject, and there are words that end in the sentence. She spoke to the staff and in a small number of the students interested in the subject. Okay, and next is about test. It uses word although or though to check the constituents. The rule: whatever stands before though must be a constituent. How to test this though test is to move phrase before word though or word although. If sentence works, it can be a constituent. In example 1, although she is a defender of free will, and then we can change that become a defender of free will, though she is. And the second example, although they are annoyed at their son, and then the sentence change become annoyed at their son, though they are. And then the examples, though he crossed the road with care, and then the thing become cross the road with care, though he did. Okay, so for the summary, the discussions focus on the constituents of the five main phrase of the types. The first is about noun phrase, second verb phrase, and then third adjective phrase, adverb phrase, and then preposition phrase. Each phrase has a head or the central word, and then and many contain promedifiers. It's a word that appear before the head. It's and then post modifiers. It's appear after the head and sometimes auxiliary or complement. Okay, maybe that's all.